The only thing that they have to prove is that they're not harmful. So there was actually a study that came out several years ago that tested those products just for content, and 80% of them did not meet label claims. So it just wasn't in there. So you were paying for something that was just like a sugar pill. So the reason why we recommend the Nutramax products is because there's research behind what's actually in there, and then they take that product and show research of what it does. So we know if you pay that money for that product, it's at least going to get into the dog's digestive system, go to the joints where it's supposed to go, and work in a way that we know it's supposed to work. So it's something where, if you're going to spend your money, then why not spend it on something you know has the potential to work well.
I'm going to have you say that again.
You're paying for the research behind it and knowing that the product is worth giving it to your pet. So if you're going to spend the money on it, you want to know that the type of medication or supplement is in there, and you want to know for the dog specifically that it actually goes through their GI system and ends up in the joint where it can work and do its job. So that's why we recommend the Nutramax products, because we know that the research is behind there and the product's going to get to where it needs to go and has research behind showing that it works.
In simple terms.
Yes, Sherman was part of a study in about 1995 that we did on COSEQUIN. We had a population of research dogs. Some were started on the supplement prior to injury and some received it after. And what we found was the dogs that received the supplement prior to injury actually recovered quicker and returned to function a lot faster than the ones that actually got it after. They still did well, but it helps us to show that if we put dogs that are working or on sporting dogs at a year of age, if they receive an injury down the road, there's a potential that they can recover quicker from the injury.
Wow. And
so there was a study that was done a few years ago on chondroitin sulfate products that are on the shelves at a store, and 80% did not meet label claims. So what they said was in the bottle wasn't in there. Since it's a supplement, the FDA only requires them to make sure they're not harmful. So they could put sugar in there, and as long as it's not going to cause a problem, they're okay. So what we know with COSEQUIN or Nutramax's product is that we know what's in there is stated on the label, and it's actually in there because they've done research behind it showing that. And we also know that it actually gets through the dog's GI system into the joints where it needs to go to work.
One more thing, and I'll let